Namaste, and welcome to 50 Shades of Great. Come to your senses. With me, I'm Kee McGraw. I'm a doctor of health theology, and as such, I am thrilled to present you with these 50 tools with which you can utilize your senses to bring yourself evermore to your own particular greatness. In this way, healthcare professionals might also be able to utilize these tools in working with your clients as well as your students. You are welcome to continuing education hours for your time spent here, and for those healthcare professionals who are interested in receiving a certificate of completion for the efforts that you're about to make, stay tuned for further details online.
Water, sight.
And now, as we continue along the water path, we come into this 13th step. And as we do so, we consider ways in which we might utilize water to enhance and improve the experience of the third eye. In doing so, we know that the flavor or taste is the sense of the second chakra. It's the sense of water that we experience most completely. And as such, to enhance the quality of our ability to taste things clearly, I'd like us to come into the practice of the conscious use of the neti pot. The neti pot is a yogic traditional technique of cleansing through the sinuses, utilizing water that has added to it some natural salt. As such, bringing to the moment clean, purified water, adding to it some natural salt without iodine, maybe just rock salt from your local supplier, and then mixing the cool water with warm water so that the salt, of course, can dissolve, but also so that it's not too hot for our purposes of nasal irrigation. Then we allow the warm and cool water to mix with the salt so that the salt can dissolve. Putting salt in the water creates a natural saline solution. Into this solution, when we taste the solution and feel the solution in our nasal passages, there should be no sense of stinging or burning. Stinging or burning in the neti potting will let you know that you didn't add enough salt. The amount of salt per nostril is about 1/4 of a teaspoon. And in this way, as I've created 2 neti pots full of water with 2/4 teaspoons of salt in the water, then I can simply mix the water into the neti pot and allow myself to irrigate the sinuses. So again, in this way, just a little 1/4 of a teaspoon or simply a pinch of salt for either of the 2 nostrils into just that right temperature water, not too hot, not too cool, so that just like you might taste or test for a baby before you give the bottle, you could just put a little bit of the water onto your wrist to make sure that it's an agreeable temperature. And then once it is, we can mix the water into the neti pot and back into your glass so that you get just that right combination throughout. And then the approach of irrigating the sinuses is done with the head tilting to one side. So as I put the water in the right nostril, it'll come pouring out of the left nostril. My head will be tilted to the side, and as I'm there, what I'm doing is praying. Now that's not a big surprise to you, I'm sure. As you consider praying, while you are mastering the neti pot. What this does, again, is it puts the structured prayer into the water for helping to heal the sinuses, helping to bring the sinus membranes into their healthiest potential, and it will distract you also from any of the other potential unpleasant experiences of the neti pot. I know many people can have a challenge with the neti pot, and as such, I'm going to bring through the neti pot for your visual experience, and doing so with the potential for a little bit of praying aloud as I'm doing the process. Hail, Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for our sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. 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 It feels so good. And it has this benefit of clearing through to the root of the third eye. The neti pot and this irrigation is bathing the optical nerve. This is our closest point at which we can access our brain. And as such, when we bathe this area and bring it into this natural saline balanced state, our vision becomes clearer. And with it, so does our sense of smell. And so with that also enhances our sense of taste. So having worked on the one side, we're interested, of course, in also doing the other side. Of course, I did the ladies' prayer as I was cleansing through the lunar channel. Now I'll bring it through the Lord's Prayer, through the masculine solar channel. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, now and forever and ever. Amen. 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 And then with right and left sinuses cleared and irrigated, brought into a state of greater alkalinity and balance, then we would allow ourselves to take this moment to come into the meditative state. In doing so, noticing the changes that have taken place. When we prefer these changes, we call upon these practices repeatedly. The saline irrigation of the nostrils, good once a day as a daily cleansing practice, and best done before 7 in the morning to help to balance and work with the night janitor. This is a reference to the nighttime cleansing that the body quite naturally comes into. So when I get up early in the morning in my practice and I allow myself to have a neti pot before 7 a.m., it's like I'm right in there working alongside the house cleaner. We know this is the way to get the house as clean as possible. Doing so in this way brings about greater clarity of vision, both without, in terms of our ability to see well as that internal vision. Enjoy. And now allow yourself to rest onto your back, lying down. And you're welcome to stay as long as it's right for you, so that you might integrate the energy that's been freed up from the use of this one particular tool. And once you've concluded, allow yourself to come back up into the vertical position. Pause to notice the changes that have taken place in your body, mind, and spirit. And as you do so, join me as we offer our voices in gratitude to the path. Inhaling. Hari Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's be with the peace that's deep within. Joy Bhagwan. And Namaste.